Just before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is the best way to buy any Rocket League items or credits on any platform and at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. In this series, I'm trading from nothing all the way up to the alpha cap, and this is episode 7. We've already made a ton of profit, but the alpha cap is worth over 200,000 credits, so we still have a very long way to go. Just before we get into the trades, I'd like to mention I'm giving away a White Octane every 1,000 subscribers on the channel over on my Discord server. That is linked in the description down below if you would like to join. But anyway, we're going to get straight into the first trade of episode 7. Okay, so we're going to be getting straight into the first trade of the video, and oh my days, this is the perfect way to start off an episode. I'm literally buying a Black Stun in this trade for 350 credits. That is the most I've ever underpaid for this item. If you haven't already seen some of my other videos, I've basically said this is very, very hard to sell, but it is valued at 800 credits, and I can usually find somewhere between 100 credits below the minimum value, and sometimes I even get the minimum value for that item. And if I manage to find 800 credits for that Black Stun, I'm going to be getting over 400 credits profit, which is genuinely mad. I'm also picking up a White Fennec for just 1.2k. At this point, I believe it was still 1.5k on the spreadsheet. I do pre-record a lot of my videos, so by the time you're probably watching this, this is almost a week old, but this is basically when the new event dropped. So the White Fennec was going down like crazy because it was in the item shop. Loads of people are quick selling it. I'm able to underpay a load of credits, and I should be able to sell that on for around 1.4k and still get myself quite a nice amount of profit. Also, Painted Interstellars. I've already got one in my inventory, but I love trading with them, and here I'm paying 250 credits below the minimum value for a Sky Blue Interstellar, which I should be able to sell on for the minimum value. And Sky Blue tends to be one of the most highly demanded paints, especially for Painted Interstellar, so that should be a little bit easier to sell than the Pink Interstellar, which I'm not going to lie, I am struggling with a little bit. I do, however, decide to go back to buying high demand items. These are items that have a very high demand, and therefore loads of people are looking for them, and they're really easy to sell on. I'm usually underpaying only 100 credits for these types of items. For example, that purple Zomba I just underpaid 100 credits for, but it should be extremely easy to sell for that minimum value, and therefore I'm getting some really easy profit compared to something like the Black Stern, which yes, I am getting a lot more profit for, but it's going to take a lot longer to sell. And also Dueling Dragons, another high demand item, underpaying by 100 credits. That should be even easier to sell than the Painted Zomba. And also Painted Octanes, one of the most highly demanded items in the game. They're so good to make profit on. If you're on PC, PlayStation or Switch, I'd highly recommend buying Painted Octanes for 50 credits below the minimum value. Credits are worth a little bit more on these platforms, so it is actually harder to underpay. And if you're actually trying to basically complete the same trades as me, where I'm underpaying 100 credits for every item, but you're not on Xbox, you're most likely going to struggle with that. So you might need to pay a little bit more. However, you're going to be getting 50 credits profit every time, so it is a little bit less, but as I mentioned, credits are worth a little bit more. So even if you're only making 50 credits profit per trade, if you're not on Xbox, that is still pretty good. But if you are on Xbox, try and underpay at least 100 credits for every single item so that you can guarantee you're making a good amount of profit every trade you complete. I also bought another Painted Interstellar. I've now got 3 in my inventory. That might be a little bit of a problem because they're not the easiest item to sell, but eventually I should be able to find the minimum value for most items in my inventory. And also Painted Interstellars do tend to be quite stable on the spreadsheet, so I'm not really worrying. And White Fennec picking up another one. This time I'm underpaying by a little bit more. I believe that is because it actually went down by 100 credits on the spreadsheet, so I took my offer down by 100 credits, and I should be able to get more profit from that item as well. But hopefully I should be able to sell them soon before they go down anymore, because at this point there's still 1.4k on the spreadsheet. I don't really know what they're going to do soon, but this was a very good trade. I managed to get rid of my Forest Green Dueling Dragons and a Crimson Octane. At this point, I wasn't really worried about selling my Crimson Octane, but the Dueling Dragons have been around in my inventory for a little bit of time, so I'm really happy that is out of my inventory. And also selling 2 items in one trade is going to save me a lot of time, and I'm also doing that here again, and it is going to be even more ideal because I'm selling 2 Painted Interstellars, which I have previously mentioned are not the easiest items to sell. So this was a very good trade for me, and I am getting a Black Standard in return return, which is so easy to sell. And I believe I'm actually underpaying by 100 credits. My Interstellars only add up to 1.9. The Black Standard is valued at 2,000 credits, and this was so easy to sell. It literally took me about 30 seconds. I'm not even kidding. I listed it up on the Xbox Looking for Group section, which is so goated for trading. If you're on Xbox, make sure you are using the community section. But I was able to sell this so quickly, making another 100 credits profit, and also clearing out my inventory a little bit. And I don't like having too many items in my inventory. I find it gets a little bit too hard to manage. But regardless, I am selling another item. And when I am selling my items, what I basically do is start with the easiest to sell items, the items that have the highest demand. This makes it so I can clear out my inventory as quickly as possible, and then I'm left with the more low demand items, but I don't have too many items to deal with, if that makes sense. So it's a lot easier to actually clear out my inventory from that point. If you have any questions, drop them down below, because I'm not only trying to get a load of profit for myself and actually get the alpha cap, but I also want this to be sort of a guide for you guys to make a ton of profit as well. And I'm also selling on my purple Zombat. Again, that probably is going to be the next easy to sell item in my inventory, and I was able to get that gone for the minimum value. I might have been able to find the middle value if I looked for a little bit longer, but that would have taken more time. And right now I'm trying to prioritize my time and get as many trades done in the smallest time possible. And I sell on a White Fennec for 1.4k. I made at least 200 credits profit from this trade, as I bought one of the White Fennecs for 1.2k and one of them for 1.1k. But now I know that they actually sell for 1.4k, so that gives me a little bit more hope going forwards, and I should be able to sell that other one on. And yeah, the inventory is looking so solid. We have loads of credits to work with. I'm getting rid of that Black Stern, not for the minimum value, which is a little bit of an L, but it's only 50 credits less. And if you remember at the start of the video, I paid just 350 credits, meaning I'm still making I believe 400 credits if my maths is correct from that trade, which is it's a lot. 400 credits is a lot of profit, especially from one item. And here I'm also able to sell on the White Fennec. Again, I believe I'm getting the same price here, 1,400 credits. Yeah, there we go. So 300 credits profit. Oh my days, I probably could have made a little bit more profit with White Fennec, but loads of people were trying to sell them to me, and I just didn't know how much they were going to go down on the spreadsheet, which is a little bit of an L. I probably should have invested and bought a few more, but regardless, I still made a good amount of profit, so I can't really complain. And this trade was quite good as well. I'm trading away my Painted Interstellar, which was very hard to sell, for a Black OEM. Now, the Black OEM is valued at 1.1k, but I usually pay 700 credits because it is extremely hard to sell. This Interstellar is worth 700 credits, so that is a decent trade, and I actually managed to get rid of the Black OEM in about 2 minutes. This was the fastest I've ever gotten rid of it. I was so happy I was able to get it gone that quickly, and I am getting 970 credits, which is actually more than I usually get. So I'm getting it gone faster and for more credits, which is a win-win situation. And I made a ton of profit, at least 270 credits. I can't actually remember what I bought that Interstellar for, but I know I underpaid by a lot. And also clearing out the last item in the inventory, getting rid of the Tunica for 100 credits. It is a little bit of a boring trade, but it's got to be done. And we have so many credits to work with. We've literally made so much profit in the past few episodes. It's actually been insane. And we get another insane trade right here, and it is going to be with the Cobalt Uncommon Tunica. I was negotiating with this guy for a while because I know this item is very hard to sell, and in the end I believe I paid 6.7k, and it's valued at 7.6k on the spreadsheet. So I did underpay by 900 credits. I was trying to underpay by a little bit more, but this item is so expensive. I believe it has a decent demand as well, so I should be able to find the minimum value for that item once again and make another 900 credits profit. But anyway, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. I really hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm currently giving away a White Octane over on my Discord server, and the link is in the description down below if you would like to join. But let's go for 100 likes on this video. Comment alpha cap if you made it this far. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Me.